back on the yes, I am the savage. I got 'em mad after the bag.
Hey, what's up everyone, this is Dante's Analysis and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a movie review to Morbius, and I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I'm not going to spend too much time on this movie review because I have some things to say about this movie, and good and bad, and oh man, and especially the two post-credit scenes. Boy, oh boy, oh Lord have mercy. It is, oh Lord. Alrighty, so just hopping right into the movie review. I know a lot of critics and reviewers already got a chance to see the movie earlier on, and they did the reviews and saying that it wasn't really the greatest superhero movie that Sony has released in a while. And people were bashing this movie like left and right. Well, when I saw the movie, I saw it with my friend Quasi, and we both agreed that the movie wasn't necessarily bad. It was all right. It's just that it felt very rushed, and there were some weird transitions like throughout the movie, like cuts and everything, especially in the beginning of the movie when Morbius was in the helicopter and he went to was it Costa Rica? I think it was Costa Rica, and he went on the island for the bats. And that's the scene when Morbius used the blade to slice his hand, and the bats come and bite his hand. But to be honest, when I was seeing the scenes after that clip, I really couldn't pinpoint where exactly that beginning part of the movie, that beginning part of the the beginning part of the movie fit in the story. I'm like, okay, so this is kind of just something that Sony just put in there because, oh, we just put this in there because it looks aesthetically pleasing. And I mean, I really don't understand. Maybe they thought story-wise it would have made sense, but to be honest with you, that beginning scene really didn't make a whole lot of sense. It just didn't really fit chronologically in the movie. And also there were some weird transitions and cuts throughout the movie. And I just felt like this movie, it had potential to be a better movie than it was. It's just that it fell flat on its face. And due to like the story wasn't properly written, the what was it? What else was to say? Of course, the transitions again were bad. The cuts were pretty bad. And overall, the story just didn't mesh very well. I will have to say that there are some positives that came out of this movie. Of course, the cinematography, the fight scenes were also really good. The pictures was also great. The visuals were great. And of course, the aesthetics from Morbius when he transforms is also very pleasing. And overall, I like the overall texture, like the color texture throughout the whole movie, which was pretty dark and not dark and gloomy, but a little bit like on the darker side. Usually like the same kind of visuals that Sony always does in their movies. And I don't know, man, I just felt like this movie could have been a whole lot better. I know, of course, you already know what this movie already talks about, Morbius. Basically this movie is all about Morbius. He, from when he was like a kid, he is born with this rare blood disease and it's actually slowly killing him. And he also meets his friend called, well, he nicknames him Milo, and they become best friends. And Morbius promised Milo that he's gonna find a cure for this rare blood disease that they both have. So him and his scientists Morbius and her the scientist that works with Morbius, also his love interest, also plans on to discover the cure. They discover the cure, but we already know how things work. The cure goes absolutely wrong, and Morbius ends up becoming almost transforms into like half a vampire, and he always needs to consume blood in a certain amount of time. And when Morbius discovers that he is cured, but he also comes with this beast that's within him. Milo wants to get the cure too, but Morbius tells Milo that, hey, he can't take it because it's gonna have some rare side effects. I already know police are questioning Morbius because he killed some people on the ship back from Costa Rica, and they ended up he's ended up getting questioned by police because of that, and Milo ended up taking the serum. Milo ends up meeting Morbius in prison, and Morbius realizing that Milo left with the jail without the cane, and it becomes like this whole like conflict of Morbius and Milo butting heads with each other. And yeah, man, it was just like a lot of like internal conflict. I mean, of course, yeah, a lot of internal conflicts between the main protagonist and the main character, and how like just being so consumed of just getting this cure just to fix their weird blood disease because they want to like not die so early, and they want to live a very long life, and it also comes with the consequences and sacrifice because they ended up transforming into another monster. And yeah, man, I just felt like certain parts in this movie, there were some positives and negatives, but overall I felt like it could have been an overall better movie. Oh yeah, Lord have mercy, let me get into the end credit scene. Holy. So apparently, I don't know how, oh my god, I don't know, Sony, oh man, whoever decided to put Vulture into the Sonyverse, to take him out of the MCU, put him straight into the Sonyverse, I want to smack him across his face. Like literally, I want to smack Earth, Wind, and Fire out of him, because holy crap, that is crazy. That's not originally what the spell is intended for. It's only intended for people who knew of Peter Parker were going to get sent into the MCU, not into the freaking Sonyverse. I don't know what Sony was thinking when they did that. I don't know, because they did show the scene where like the sky was ripping apart, and Michael Keaton's Vulture is now in the Sonyverse now, and there was another scene after that where Morbius ends up meeting Vulture in the desert, and Vulture's telling Morbius that, oh, I'm gonna put together some guys that we could do some good with. And I was like, oh boy, this is terrible. I was like, man, Sony really fumbled the ball with this one. I'm like, seriously now? So now you're taking other characters from other universes, put it in the Sonyverse, and trying to set up a possible Sinister Six for a possible Andrew in the Andrew Garfield universe. Oh boy, Sony, man, Lord have mercy. I don't know what executives are in Sony who greenlit this, but they really need like a Liu Kang kick to the face, because that's ridiculous. Like, that's not what the spell was intended for. But you already know, as soon as they hear superhero movies, they just think of this, because that's all that matters. And it's insane. And yeah, man, I was pretty mad when I saw that, and I was like, man, only Sony could screw this up bad, and this is insane, bro. So yeah, man, overall, like the rating of this movie, to be honest with you, if I was gonna rate it out of 5, I'll probably give it like a 2 out of 5. This movie, yeah, like this movie wasn't, I mean, of course it has good and its bad, but it kind of feels like the bad kind of a little bit outweighs the good. And I don't know, I just felt like this movie had a lot of bigger potential to become a great movie, but it was just poorly mismanaged. And I feel like Sony really didn't understand the whole premises of Morbius and what they're trying to lead up in the future with a possible crossovers with other characters throughout the multiverse. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. So to be straight up honest with you, I'm not gonna see this movie again. I saw it tonight, and this is the only night I'm gonna see it. I'm not gonna see it no other time. So yeah, that's it. That's my review of Morbius, and thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.